Welcome back to London Beautiful Life, and today we're at the Helloween Signing at FOPP in Covent Garden. Helloween, how did you become a part of this film?
Well, actually, the film was written for me by Phil Claydon. It was something that I've been wanting to work with Phil for 3 years prior, actually, and backwards and forwards, trying to get meetings and bouncing around scripts. And Phil wrote something that I really liked and thought, yeah, let's go for it. So that's basically it.
What do you think? What do you love about slasher films? What stands out to you about slasher films compared to maybe a supernatural film or anything like that?
Well, I just think it can go anyhow. It can go anywhere, and you don't really know what's going to happen in it. You can, even with the film, that we did, Helloween, there is a little bit of mythical stuff going on with it as well. It's not just, things can happen or they don't happen, and they can go really crazy as well. So I think it's nice to just mix it up a bit.
And when it comes to your favourite day on set, what was your favourite day on set?
I think my favourite day on set was my scene with Michael Paré. It's my third movie with him, and he's one of my favourite actors to work with, really generous, giving actor. And I think just working with him was just a really lovely day on set, and was really nice in the evening because I got to have a margarita in the hotel bar, and he was eating fish and chips, as Americans do.
And also, when it comes to slasher films as well, if you could choose a franchise to be in, which franchise would that be? And that could be like Scream or Nightmare on Elm Street.
Well, I think it would probably be Hammer. Yeah, it would, because I think that I watch a lot of them all the time, and I think Hammer.
And also, when it came to the script as well, what really stood out to you about the script that you were like, I want to be a part of this?
I think what really stood out was because it was an actual craze, the clown craze. I really like things that lend itself to having an element of truth in it. So it was almost like a true story, but then with a little bit extra put in. So I quite like that element. Also, I like the fact that was a strong character for a female strong character role. For an older actress was great. So yeah, I thought that was really great for me. Yeah.
So Helloween, when did you guys start? You filmed this? Must have been a while now. If it's out.
About 2 years now. Yeah.
How did it all start? How did you become a part of it?
Well, I was approached by the producer Jonathan Sothcott from Shogun Films. He'd seen a film that I'd done previously to that called Code of Silence, where I played the Cray twins. So the story goes. I mean, you'd have to ask him, but apparently once he saw that film, he decided that he needed to have me in the film. So he approached me about this, and it was certainly an interesting offer. Yeah.
Well, it's a slasher, isn't it? I love a bit of good slasher. But when it came to wearing the makeup all the time on set, what was that like?
Well, once it was on, it was great because it really helped me get into character. But it was, 2 hours of every morning, which was at about 6 o'clock in the evening, because we shot nights almost exclusively on this film. So it was a lot of work for myself and Melissa to sit there for the 2 hours, which I thought actually 2 hours for the makeup job that we were doing was not bad. But all the same, when you're filming nights, 2 hours at the start of every day is pretty labor intensive. But once it was on, it was brilliant. I could just look in the mirror and get into character like that because Carl Kane was stood in front of me. So,
actually, when it comes to continuity as well, because obviously, I guess if you've done a kill scene but you have to redo the shot, how was it quite challenging for the makeup artist and for yourself?
I mean, yes, is the simple answer to that. It was very challenging, and it was a case of constantly being on it for Melissa. She had to be watching the monitors and coming in and touching up all the time. And there were some times when things just got completely smeared and messed up, and we had to stop and reset and take a minute to redo the makeup. So obviously that's not ideal on a film when you're shooting so quickly and moving so fast, but to get it right and get the look in the film right, it's worth it.
When it comes to a slasher film as well, what's the best thing about filming a slasher film?
Oh, well, I mean, the best thing about filming a slasher film is that it's a slasher film, and you get to do lots of crazy, fun, gory stuff, and there's lots of fun action and scares and jump scares and blood splatters and all that stuff, and my character gets to really relish in all of that because he's the one person who's having tons of fun. you know. Everyone else is really terrified and, you know, running for their lives, but I'm just having a blast. So from an actor's perspective, it was great because I just got to, you know, really let my hair down, really turn things up to 11. There was kind of no choice that was too big or that I couldn't consider. And so I just sort of took the brakes off completely, and it was great fun. So slasher, I highly recommend slashers to any actor who's considering.
So also offset as well, did you have fun? Did you scare anyone offset?
You know, I was never intentionally scaring people on set because when I was walking around, I think I did a fairly decent job of scaring the out of people regardless. You know, I would just come around the corner, like the location that we were filming in was dark and dingy, and I mean, you see it on screen, you know, they make it, they turn that stuff up a little bit, but we weren't filming in the Ritz, you know what I mean? So you'd come around a creepy, dark, dusty corner in the makeup, and I'm just going to get a cup of tea, but I would absolutely, you know, people would jump out of their skin. So I had to be mindful of the way that I walked around set and not try to scare people because I was doing a fairly good job without trying too hard, so.